Hey, what's up, you guys? This isn't a one-take review. This is just a happy May the 4th. Happy May the 4th be with you and to all of you out there behind the screen. Today's a special episode because it is not a one-take review. It is pretty much just a Star Wars review in general at this point in time on this planet. So let's get started. We have some exciting things for you. So I've updated my Lego display. I keep seeing people. Here's the thing with the Lego displays. I focus so heavily on the minifigs, which are great, but I thought that I needed to give some love to the builds because the builds are superb, especially the Star Destroyer. Look at that Star Destroyer and the Millennium Falcon. Are you kidding me? Empire Strikes Back. Who? And some ties, some Clone Wars, my Blue Squadron. Pardon me. So, we don't talk a lot about thrifting on this channel, but this is a thrifting household. Very thrifted household. Obviously not these, but for the most part. And so one of the things that has been thrifted, thanks to someone who shall not be named. I don't know if you can see it properly. I'm doing a weird thing with the lighting. But look at that. Look at that. I've never seen this before. This is a Rogue One blueprint layout of the Death Star from Rogue One. Isn't that just beautiful? And I know you're going, whoa, Oak. You know, there might be some of you long-term Rogue One fans going, oh, whoa, did you know they actually did a whole line of... Boom! Boom! Look at that. Death Trooper? Are you kidding me? So that's we've been having fun, and so now let's get into the meat of what I brought you here today from your homes or wherever you're at. Main reason I brought you here today is because some special developments has happened in the world of Star Wars. Maul. So, full disclosure. Big disclosure. We're going to talk about it. So if you haven't seen it yet, stop. Go watch it. Watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. Because this is an uncensored cut. Maul Shadow Lord was a surprising, beautiful piece of art that could have only been created by Dave Filoni himself and with the help of Sam Whitaker. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'll be honest, the first 2 episodes, I was like, okay, I get it. It's an animated show. We have the hero, we have the cop, who, the cop guy, is voiced by Pablo Escobar. Not really. I know you're saying, oh, not really Pablo Escobar, but Pablo Escobar in Narcos. I'm not saying there's no reason I'm not saying his name. It's only just because I don't know it. He was nominated for something this past Oscar thing. I enjoyed his part of the storyline. Did I enjoy Maul's storyline much more? Yes, but it's not in like he was the detective. What was his name? Detective Lawson. Detective Lawson's down here. Maul's up here. No, it's Detective Lawson was here, and Maul was here. Like obviously Maul's storyline with the Inquisitors and everything was so much better. But that doesn't go to say that I didn't enjoy Lawson's. So that's the key. That's the key, I think, to all of this Star Wars stuff. All the projects coming out. If the B storyline is still watchable, then that's a good thing. For example, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, in my head, was ruined by the B storyline. So anyways, so that's just an example of what we're talking about, what I'm talking about alone in my room here. Is... the Maul storyline, Detective Lawson's story, was watchable. If I'm going to rewatch the series, and if I do, I will not be skipping Lawson's parts. That's how good it is. Love the Jedi. Love the Jedi stuff. Loved the Inquisitors. Holy. And what I was worried about that because the two Inquisitors that are in it, again, spoiler warning, we know they don't die because they both die by Ahsoka at different points in time, which is so sick. Also, just to see how they were defeated by Ahsoka and how Maul was struggling. Yeah, he got his leg he got his leg was all effed up, but still, the fact that Ahsoka one-on-one defeated both those Inquisitors that Maul was struggling with, it just is beautiful. So I was worried how they were going to do that, but they did it awesomely. So good. So good they did it. They did it so good. Continuing, the last two episodes obviously were the best. 100%. The most action. The A and the B storyline come together, so you're not cutting back between people. You're just watching one thing, which is what's awesome. That's what's awesome. When the two plots then combine to where you don't have to cut from one side to another. You can just focus on the main one. Again, it's a finale, so that makes sense. But so good. So good. And then the introduction of the Sith Lord. Are you kidding me? Oh my jeez. Are you kidding me? Doesn't say a word. I'm not even going to say their name. I'm not even going to say if it's a he or she. You just know. Doesn't even say a flippin' word. And it is the best episode ever. What other character in anything cannot say a word and you're automatically like, okay, 100%. 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Are you kidding? Come on. It gave me full-on chills multiple times. That does not happen frequently. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe you have a condition. But as a fan of this whole franchise, to get full-on chills at the sound of breathing, I can't even imagine what other thing would ever do that. And continuing with that, someone very dear and close to me brought up an excellent question. Does this person know who Maul is? Do they know that Maul killed Qui-Gon? And so from what I've heard, and if I can theorize a tiny bit, he had this very fatherly attachment towards Qui-Gon, right? Just Phantom Menace. He didn't know him very long, but he did form a bond with him. Maul kills Qui-Gon. That's fine. Obi-Wan takes it upon himself to train Vader as his own. Anakin, Qui-Gon was the key, in my opinion, to Anakin staying in the light. If Qui-Gon had lived, I think the whole storyline would have gone differently. So, that being said, but Anakin doesn't really think that, in my mind. Anakin, it was kind of just his master, the first guy that he met, and he died by a Sith Lord. Obi-Wan then, B-plot, Obi-Wan kills the first Sith Lord. No acolyte here. Just saying no acolyte. The first Sith Lord in thousands of years. So that was instilled then in Anakin that his master was great. His master was a superb Jedi master. The Order then also thought Obi-Wan was probably pretty badass. That's why they sent Anakin and Obi-Wan on so many of the vital, pivotal missions. That's my guess. So, Anakin, I love this theory. This isn't mine. I heard this from somewhere else. I can't remember. Anakin is so full of rage towards his former master. He's thinking about all the things that Obi-Wan is. And one of them is the guy who went from the low ground to killing the first Sith Lord to appear in thousands of years. Which, yeah, the Jedi probably talked about in that. Everyone knew Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, Anakin wanted to then do that to Obi-Wan to just show him that that's who Anakin was now. He was now the best Force user. So he tries to go low ground, high ground. Obi-Wan just is that good and just TKOs him. From there, when Vader becomes a thing, also Anakin did know about Maul, the season 7 of the Clone Wars. They hear about Maul. He never met him. He has only heard about him. So, that being said, when Vader appears, there might be a subconscious feeling in Vader that the reason why he wants to destroy him is not 100% because Sidious wants him to, and because he's a Force user that's not an Inquisitor, but because he knows that either Obi-Wan fought him and didn't kill him, or he killed his first ever master or mentor. So not consciously, Vader's not sitting there thinking he killed the man I loved, I'm going to kill him. But there might be a subconscious, that's what fuels the anger. What the Sith are thinking about is the anger, which they did beautifully with Maul's New Apprentice, by the way, if you haven't seen it. The rage, the voice, incredible way to show the Sith and the Jedi. Master Daki, beautiful representation of the Jedi. Passive, patience, cunning. Sith, anger, hatred, aggression. Perfect examples that I can't remember the last time that we saw that. So, yeah. So there might be a subconscious reason why Vader has that anger towards Maul. That's just a theory. It's possible, but I think it is worth noting. So, yeah, that's the take. I will be rewatching it. I am excited to rewatch it. I am very, very happy with what has been done with the show. I'm excited for season 2. I think it was all grand. A perfect addition to May 4th. So, anyways, that was the most of it. That was the big rant. So, yeah, happy May the 4th. Watch Star Wars all day long. If there's any excuse to watch it, it's today. Play Battlefront 2. I've been messing that up. Not bad. And yeah, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you next time. And keep it chillin'. Keep it chillin'. All right. Love ya.